Welcome to Our Own Voice, a partnership in mental health awareness in cooperation with NAMI Wichita, NAMI Kansas, and KSUN Community Radio. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We are the largest grassroots advocacy network for people with mental illness and their family members, with over 800 national affiliates and 15 Kansas affiliates. We provide awareness, support, education, and advocacy for people affected by mental illness. Our purpose here is to provide a community conversation on KSUN Radio that provides insight into what it's like to live with mental illness. Our intention and our hope is that our program will change attitudes, assumptions, and stereotypes about people with mental health conditions. My name is David Larson. I am standing in today for Andy Martin, the Director of Communications and Development for NAMI Kansas. I am pleased and proud to be your host today, and I am a person living with mental illness. I am in recovery for major depressive disorder. Like everyone, I struggle with the ups and downs of emotions and the challenges of being fully human. But I am doing okay, and I know I have many gifts to offer my family, work, friends, and community. It is my pleasure to introduce our guest for today, Everette Hasty? Hasty. The third. Okay, Everette, that's wonderful. First, we want to thank our production team, David Peterson, who is our executive producer, and Mike.
Yes.
Your last name, Padillo?
It's Padilla.
Padilla.
Yes.
Thank you for
it
being
rhymes with tortilla.
Aha.
Okay.
Good things.
That's how you can remember it.
All right.
All right.
Well, Everette, can you tell us in your own words what your diagnosis is?
Basically, my diagnosis is well, I hear voices that aren't there, see things that aren't there, and I go from extreme highs to extreme lows.
Okay.
And then I also have social interaction problems due to an autism spectrum disorder.
All right. Okay. Well, how have you lived with your life? What changes have happened because of this?
Well, one thing I've done that I wouldn't got to done is I get to do Special Olympics.
Okay, that's awesome.
Excellent.
And what do you do in Special Olympics?
This year I'm doing bowling, bocce. Next year I'm doing swimming, bowling, and bocce.
Fantastic. You are an active person. That is great. What else can you tell us?
I'm also an amateur radio operator.
Wonderful. Can we get your frequency? Is that allowed?
Oh, yeah.
Call sign, they call it.
Your call sign.
Sure.
Well, I'll give it in way we give it on the air. KCZOFUE.
All right. Thank you very much.
So if I'm a ham radar operator out there, I can contact you that way?
Right. I'm on various repeaters, simplex, HF. I'm on all frequencies.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, what happened in your life that where you discovered your diagnosis?
Basically, my grandmother died, and that really... First, my mother died, and let's back up. Back when I was a teenager, there was a shooting on school grounds, and living in Texas, it was worse. The stigma was worse in Texas and in the 90s than it is in the 2000s. And there was a shooting on school ground, and I heard voices and saw things and had strange dreams, but I told no one because I thought it was just a reaction to the shooting. Then a friend who was in a gang, who I had an agreement with, which we won't go into details there, but hit a kid with a baseball bat. Again, I heard the voices, had the strange dreams and everything, and I thought it was just a normal reaction. Then my mother died in '97 of an ulcer, and I basically fell into depression, but I thought that was a normal reaction to that. And then my grandmother died, same thing, and then I had some manic episode with my best friend, and that's when I started seeking treatment, about 2003.
Okay. All right. And you've been doing therapy and...
Med management.
Okay. What else can you tell us?
I have a lot of personal medicine.
Okay. Tell us what your personal medicine. Actually, we'll be taking a break here pretty soon. So I don't want to get into your personal medicine just yet because that's very important and we want to hear what you have to say. All right. So we'll be back here soon. Hello, welcome back. This is Our Own Voice on KSUN Community Radio. We are sponsored by NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and we are talking with Everette. And Everette, you are about ready to tell us about your own personal medicine. First of all, personal medicine, if I can describe it, is those activities that allow us to work better with our lives, right?
Right. They work in conjunction with our pill medicine.
So
Right.
it's not real medication.
Right. It was started by a lady named Pat Deegan.
I see.
I did not know that.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
This isn't something I can get at Walmart.
no, it's something that you already are doing, and it helps you continue doing those things. It helps uplift your mood, help you in focusing better, and just working better.
Well, ask him some more how it helps him.
How does it help you? And what personal medicines do you have that you use?
I have a whole list. Bowling.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about bocce yet. I haven't tried it. It's
Okay.
kind of new, but playing the keyboard, my amateur radio, reading the Bible,
Fantastic.
church,
And
playing on Facebook,
yeah,
Come down to Breakthrough, too.
yeah.
going to Breakthrough, going to Project when I do go.
Mm-hmm.
Project Independent, which is a local CRO.
Yes.
What's a
And-
CRO?
Consumer, I hope I can get it. Consumer-run organization.
That's
Okay.
correct. Thank
Everybody
you very much.
everybody that runs and it's on the board and is a staff member deals with mental illness.
I
That's
see.
It's
correct.
not like Breakthrough. Breakthrough, the staff doesn't have to have, but could have a mental illness.
Right, and one of those terms that we use for those of us who are dealing with mental illness is a consumer. We are consumers. So, what other personal medicines do you like to use? And you listed off a bunch: bowling, and you said you're not sure about bocce yet, but.
Walking.
Swimming, because you also are doing swimming, correct?
Right. I can do two of the four basic strokes:
Okay,
Which are?
backstroke and freestyle.
that's fantastic. And tell us, did you mention that you were going to be in the Special Olympics?
I'm going to be going up to Topeka Friday, August 3rd for the Kansas Special Olympics State Bowling Tournament.
Okay,
And in my Special Olympics thing, I've gotten at least 40 or 60 medals, about 20 of them gold.
that's
Wow.
fantastic.
That's excellent.
That is wonderful. When you are working with your medicine provider and your therapist, do you share with them what you are doing in way of your personal medicine?
Oh yeah, because sometimes if the personal medicine's working better than the pill medicine, they have to adjust.
That's correct. Very
So
good.
there is a balance then between what you do to help yourself using your own personal medication, and then there's the real medication. And both of them are getting you where you need to be. Is that right?
Right. And also, if you drink too much caffeine or smoke too much, it can affect your medicine.
So the balance off.
Yeah.
But I don't drink. I don't. In fact, I only have 2 to 4 cups of coffee a day, and 1 bottle of tea.
Well, so is it 2 or is it 4?
It
just depends.
It depends on the day.
On the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when it's real cold, that can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
When it's real cold, it could be as many as 5. Right?
Now, do you drink coffee like I do with cream and sugar, or do you drink it black?
I drink it mainly with stevia.
With stevia.
Because I'm diabetic also.
Okay.
That's right.
And stevia does not promote for stevia here, but does not spike your blood sugars like regular sugar or that stuff like Sweet and Low and Equal and Blendan and all those others.
That's correct.
Wow. So if somebody has diabetes, that can be very helpful to them. As far as the stevia goes, as far as eating it in lieu of.
Yeah.
It's more expensive, but
but it's more natural too, isn't it?
It's a plant.
It tastes good, doesn't it?
Huh?
Tastes good, doesn't it?
Oh, I love it. And the other stuff, a lot of people use 2 packets. With stevia, 1 packet tastes as sweet as 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty great.
That's excellent.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing it with us about your personal medicine. We'll be coming back here and talking more with Everette on Our Own Voice on KSUN Community Radio.
If you would like to learn more about the National Alliance on Mental Illness and how you can get involved in mental health advocacy, please visit our website at NAMI.org.
Welcome back to Our Own Voice, a partnership in mental health awareness in cooperation with NAMI Wichita, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI Kansas, and KSUN Community Radio. Everette, we were talking before about you being in the Special Olympics. So tell us a little bit more about that. Where do you go for your events?
Some of the events are in Wichita, some of them are in Topeka, or Hay, some of them are in Shawnee, Kansas, which bowling will be. The team I'm with is Wichita Independent.
Okay. And
we practice at, for bowling, we practice at West Acres Bowl, which Central and Ridge. I don't have the address, but Central and Ridge.
All right. Well, and you said you do bowling, bocce, and swimming, correct?
Yeah, swimming we actually practice at WSU, bocce out north on Ridge and 17th.
Okay. How long have you been swimming?
This will be my first year next spring. I've been swimming off and on my own, but for a competition it'll be first year next spring.
Did you learn to swim when you were a child?
Yeah.
Is that when you learned to swim?
Yeah. But I also learned how to do the other strokes by watching swimming on Olympics.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, you also mentioned that you attend Breakthrough, and so tell us more about Breakthrough Club.
Breakthrough Club is a partnership with Clubhouse International Clubhouse or Clubhouse International. I'm not sure which way it goes.
Okay.
But it was started back in when people were let out of mental illness in New York City, a house called Fountain House.
Okay.
And they figured out that they needed a place to go instead of being on the street, so they started this. And it's all over the nation, all over the world. And most recently, I attended a conference with Breakthrough in Detroit. I should have wore their T-shirt, but you couldn't have seen it. But
that's all right.
Where was it at?
It was in the big city of Detroit, and seeing a bigger city than Wichita was kind of frightening.
Oh, I bet it was.
Well, so what are some of the activities that you do at Breakthrough?
I help clean. I attend Breathe Easy, Live Well, which is and I don't want to say anti bad behavior thing, but it mostly focuses on anti-smoking.
Okay.
But if you don't smoke, you can use the tools that say reduce caffeine, reduce eating too much M&Ms.
Yeah.
Do you like M&Ms? Is that a problem with you?
Not with me, but someone who will be listening to the show, it is.
With me, I can easily eat too many M&Ms.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Chocolate is my downfall, I'll tell you that.
Is it?
Well,
Yes.
because I'm diabetic, I shouldn't eat too much.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting that you're diabetic.
I'm diabetic, and I shouldn't eat it either, but I do.
I want to
So,
mention one thing that Everett is involved in. I don't know if he's still taking the class at Breakthrough, but it's a Spanish class.
Oh, yes, I am. I'll be
took it
starting
with
up
him,
in September.
and he knows a lot of Spanish. That's
Really?
way over my head.
Entonces, ¿tú puedes hablar español? ¿Un poquito? ¿Sí?
See,
Sí.
very good.
That was very good.
I actually
And-
watch Spanish shows, and currently I'm reading Don Quixote in its original language.
Really?
That is wonderful.
I'm
is absolutely
seriously
wonderful.
impressed.
And I get about 80% of what I'm reading understood. Now, English, I can get 90 to 100%. I'm also studying Morse code.
Wonderful.
Wow. You're a busy guy.
You are, and you're very well versed in a lot of areas.
Yeah,
quite broad in your training and everything.
Exactly.
So what do you see for yourself for the future? What are some of the activities that you're shooting for?
More activities with Special Olympics.
Okay, and what other things do you have on the horizon?
Living by myself
Independently.
independently,
Okay.
maybe with a girlfriend or a wife, but that
Fair enough. Well, that's good. Okay, what else?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, what else can you tell us?
I also do a lot of digital stuff on my amateur radio. I am working on an award, but if I get a place of my own before I get the award, I won't be able to get it. It's called Worked All States.
Okay.
And I am on one of the digital modes, I'm at 46.
46. And so
Four more. And
okay.
and the four more are going to be tough because of Vermont, Rhode Island, Maine, and Maryland.
Okay. Wow, that is amazing. Well, thank you very much, and we will take another short break for our own voice here on KSUN Community Radio. Welcome back to Our Own Voice, a partnership in mental health awareness and cooperation with NAMI Wichita, NAMI Kansas, and KSUN Community Radio. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Now, Everett, we welcome you back for our fourth segment here, and we are quite happy that you've been sharing with us during our break. Tell the audience what you shared with us.
At the break.
I'm an Eagle Scout.
You're an Eagle Scout. How long did it take you to get your Eagle Scout?
Well, I started in Cub Scouts in first grade,
Uh-huh.
and then it took till about my 17th birthday to get the Eagle Scout.
Wow.
Really? Wow. And that's a lot of hard work.
Right.
Yeah. How many merit
badge.
badges did you eventually have?
The minimum 21, I believe. They may have
21.
changed. They may have changed the requirement. That's about 20 years ago.
That's still pretty impressive.
And I had my
21.
Eagle Court of Honor, which is a special recognition for the Eagle Scout, on my 17th birthday.
Okay.
I got it down in West Texas. I won't share the city, but I got it down in
Okay.
West Texas.
You should be very happy and proud about that.
I am.
Yes.
Not everybody can do that. That's wonderful.
That is impressive.
Yes.
Very much so.
I've also got a degree in computer science information system from Friends University.
Really? That is wonderful. Absolutely fantastic.
He's a very learned individual.
He
isn't
is,
Yeah.
yes. So, how long did it take for you to get the computer and information sciences degree?
5 years because of the up and downs of the mental illness.
Well, you're doing better than me. It took me 7 years to get through my degree. So, you're doing fantastic. So, well,
It sounds like education at the speed of sound to me.
yes,
That's fast. He's fast.
he's very good.
And you're equally slow.
That's right. You got it.
Sorry.
It took me 10 years. So what are we talking about?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it just shows you how good he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, exactly. So,
But it also shares with us that your diagnosis has not held you back at all, has it?
No, we're only now. This has come from an inspirational quote. I don't remember who said it, but you can do what you only do what you can. Anything you put your mind to, you can do.
That's true. Anything you put your mind to, you can do.
and how old were you when you were first diagnosed?
Well, it's been about 10, 11 years ago, so about 29.
I see.
I'm 40 now.
I see.
Okay.
But you've made substantial progress
Over those 11 years.
over those 11 years. Sure, sure. You should be very happy and proud about that.
Well, thank you very much, Everett. Now I'm going to turn to you, David Peterson, for sharing with us some information on more information on what NAMI does and how they can get active with NAMI.
Well, NAMI is something that Everett has been involved in with our walks that we have up in Topeka every year.
Yes.
And that's a statewide walk, and Everett's done that how many times? Five times. So that's more times than I've been up there. So congratulations.
So how far do you walk? Is it like
about 3 miles.
3 miles? And he's done it how many times?
5.
5 times.
So that's 15 miles? You're 15 miles ahead of him.
But here in Wichita, NAMI has ongoing programs, ongoing meetings. On the first Tuesday of every month, we have our meeting. We call it our affiliate meeting. We have different topics come up, and we have people come in and visit with us about those topics. And then on the third Tuesday of every month, which is just a powerful night, we have a 2-part session from 6 to 7 every third Thursday of the month. We have Ask a Doctor, and we have a doctor from the University of Kansas Psychiatry Department come in, and he or she will explain different medications and talk about different diagnoses. After that hour, we have a support group, and this support group is I've gone to it many times. I really appreciate it. We get together. Those that are consumers go to one room. Those with family members go to another room, and we share. And
Did they have snacks?
we have, but not. It's not always.
Not always.
Yeah, sorry.
So, no, that's fine. I'm just thinking that if I show up, I'll bring snacks.
Oh, you're welcome.
sounds good.
Okay, good. So
we'll give you the red carpet treatment.
I have been invited.
Now, both of those happen at First Presbyterian Church downtown, don't they?
Yes, at 525 North Broadway.
But even though it has a Broadway address, you come in through the Market Street entrance.
There's a big yellow canopy that you walk up to the door, and it's normally locked. You just ring the buzzer, and somebody will be there to let you in.
And that's on the west side of the building?
That is on the west side of the building.
Right, and it's right across the street from the old Sedgwick County Courthouse. Right.
That's
right,
correct. And really fast, what happens on the 4th Tuesday of the month?
They have a share and care support group for both persons with a mental illness and those family members. So they go together for that. And that's at College Hill United Methodist Church on East 1st Street. I do want to mention we'd offer classes also.
That's right. Well, thank you very much, David Peterson, and thank you for our guest, Everett. Thank you very much.